The Sanskrit word VidyaNidhi means the accumulation of knowledge. Reliance Education believes in a holistic approach to teaching and knowledge sharing. VidyaNidhi is a series of workshops which give students a glimpse into alternate art, hones their existing skills and allows them to push the boundaries of their abilities. Reliance Education students meet gifted artists, glean precious knowledge from them, understand their journeys, and gain an insight into their world at no extra cost. We are going to explore three-dimensional clay sculpting in this video. This is what distinguishes two-dimensional art forms such as painting and drawing from 3D art forms like clay sculpture. Now, what is clay? Clay is a special kind of earth which is made by the decomposition of rocks through the action of weathering. Bits of earth are carried by water and deposited in areas where over time they change into natural clay. Clay can be found anywhere, but it is only useful for sculpting if it has good plasticity. You can test this by seeing how pliable the clay is. Take a piece of clay, roll it into a coil and bend it into a ring. If it dries without cracking and falling apart, it is likely to be good clay that can be used for sculpting. Clay is highly adaptable, extremely easy to work with, and the ideal modeling material for the beginner as well as the experienced sculptor. So come, let's start to see how this process of sculpting works. It is always a good idea to have a picture in front of you when you decide to start a sculpture. The more details you can capture, the better. Also try and have the picture from various angles so that it helps you get the perfect result. Sculptors often use armatures to assist them during the sculpting process. In very basic terms, an armature is a skeleton or support structure that will hold your clay as you sculpt the figure. Usually, the armature is made from wire, the gauge of which will depend upon the size of your sculpture. You can always improvise and use other materials such as toothpicks and sticks. For larger sculptures, PVC pipe or plumbing pipes can be useful. Clay artists use many ways to shape things out of clay. Some of them are pinch, slab, coil and wheel techniques. Now you can start defining the shape of your sculpture. You should still be adding clay or other sculpting materials at this point. With the basic form in place, you can begin to take your material away or shift it into place. Move and smooth larger pieces into their final shape and begin to carve out smaller details. For example, the angle of a cheekbone, the knuckles of a hand, etc. For the previous two steps, you will largely be relying on your hands unless your sculpture is very small. For this step, however, you may need some tools. You can use other sculpting tools or you can improvise on tools. Remember, do not allow the clay to go down your drain. If clay gets into your sink, you will have a serious problem. Always rinse your hand in a bucket of water. Once completely dry, you can paint, decorate and add effects to your final piece. Knowledge of 3D sculpting is an invaluable tool for aspiring animators and 3D modelers. Sculptors take two-dimensional drawings from the director or character designers and create them three-dimensionally in clay. Sculptors usually work on all sculpting aspects and often problem solve the director's vision into the borderline of impossible and possible. Both in animation as well as VFX films, artists have been using clay to sculpt the models used for major films like Ice Age, Avengers, Hulk, etc. These clay models are made with complete precision, and then, using the 3D scanner, they are scanned to bring these physical models into digital 3D space. Sculpting can build a firm foundation in modeling essentials such as form, anatomy, appeal, and a strong silhouette.